Welcome to the Riskwiser Zone, the podcast where we dive into the world of geopolitics, markets, and finance. I'm your host, Louis, and I'm excited to have you join us today. We're starting off with a story that's been making headlines around the globe. Russia has launched another large-scale attack on Ukraine, despite President Trump's ultimatum threatening sweeping sanctions if Moscow doesn't end its war. This development comes as tensions between Russia and the West continue to escalate, with former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev suggesting that preemptive strikes against the West could be necessary. Now, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. The conflict in Ukraine has been ongoing for years, with both sides suffering significant losses. The international community has been trying to find a way to bring an end to the violence, but so far, a lasting solution has proven elusive. In recent days, we've seen a flurry of diplomatic activity, with leaders from around the world weighing in on the crisis. President Trump's ultimatum has added a new layer of complexity to the situation, with some analysts suggesting that it could lead to further escalation. Meanwhile, Russia's actions have been met with condemnation from Western leaders who accuse Moscow of violating international law and disregarding human rights. The European Union and the United States have imposed sanctions on Russia in response to its actions. But so far, these measures haven't seemed to deter President Putin. As we try to make sense of this complex and rapidly evolving situation, it's essential to consider multiple perspectives and avoid taking a biased view. We'll be exploring this topic in more depth throughout the show, talking to experts and analyzing the potential implications for global markets and economy. For now, let's take a brief look at some other stories that are making headlines. The U.S. has announced plans to send Ukraine Patriot air defense systems, which could potentially change the dynamics of the conflict. And in a related development, Germany has said it may donate 2 of its own Patriot systems to Ukraine. We'll be right back with more from the world of stocks and finance on the Riskwiser Zone. Welcome back to the Riskwiser Zone. We're diving into the world of finance and investments in our middle segment today. As we explore the complexities of the market, it's essential to stay informed and up to date on the latest trends and insights. Let's take a closer look at the current state of affairs. The Indian stock market has been experiencing a mix of highs and lows, with some sectors performing better than others. According to recent data, the small and mid-cap theme has been gaining traction, with improved governance standards and compliance profiles. This segment offers opportunities for large-ticket investments by both local and overseas investors. However, it's crucial to approach this space with caution and consider the potential risks involved. Interest rate risk and volatility are key factors to watch out for, as they can significantly impact investment decisions. A well-managed fund with a proven track record of delivering consistent returns can be a viable option for those looking to play the small and mid-cap theme. In other news, gold has been on a tremendous run in 2025, and it's essential to consider whether it's time to book profits or add to your portfolio on dips. The current consolidation phase in international markets may be preparing the ground for further price increases. The direction of U.S. interest rates and the value of the U.S. dollar will be critical factors influencing gold prices in the coming months. As we navigate these complex market dynamics, it's vital to maintain a balanced perspective and avoid making emotional decisions. A thorough analysis of the data and expert insights can help investors make informed choices that align with their risk profiles and investment objectives. In conclusion, staying ahead of the curve requires a deep understanding of the market trends and a willingness to adapt to changing circumstances. By being aware of the potential risks and opportunities, investors can make more informed decisions and achieve their long-term financial goals. Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on the Riskwiser Zone. Welcome back to the Riskwiser Zone. We've had a fantastic discussion so far, exploring the intricacies of the market and the factors that influence it. As we wrap up today's episode, let's take a closer look at the current state of the market and what experts are saying about its future trajectory. We've been following the comments of Mahesh Patel, who believes that the market is likely to remain in a narrow range for now, driven by micro factors rather than macro ones. He expects mid-single-digit growth in earnings, with sectors like oil and gas, cement, and telecom potentially outperforming. On the other hand, we have Mahir's insights, which highlight the importance of improving earnings trajectory and pricing power across various sectors. He favors consumer discretionary segments such as two-wheelers, retail, and building materials, which could benefit from the transmission of tax cuts and the upcoming pay commission revision. It's essential to note that both perspectives have valid points, and it's crucial for investors to consider multiple viewpoints before making informed decisions. The market is inherently unpredictable, and it's essential to stay vigilant and adapt to changing circumstances. As we navigate these complex markets, it's vital to remember that risk management is key. It's not just about predicting the future, but also about being prepared for unexpected events and having a well-diversified portfolio. That's all for today's Riskwiser Zone. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, invest with caution.